Solace, 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 Solace.
All praises to the horizon. Peace, wealth, and wisdom. It's the wise one, Mr. Solace, who said, and today I want to do this video called Mental Healing Part 2. And what I want to discuss with you guys is self-healing as well as manifesting thought. So I want to give you guys a more in-depth understanding of how this works. Therefore, when you're practicing it physically, so you can get results. Now let's start with self-healing. In order for you to grasp this in depth, you must understand, as above, so below. As within, so without. And what this means is, you are a body, which is a world, to the smaller life within you that you harbor. And so you live in a larger body, and you are the smaller life within. And so everything in this larger world correlates with the inner world, which is your body. And so you have air on this outer world. And so we know air manifests into your many different states of waters. Those different states of waters being fresh water, salty waters, like when you cry, murky waters, this being dark waters, dirty waters. After murky waters, so you have muddy waters. This is your thick waters. Of course, after that, those thick waters or that muddy water will turn to clay, then rock. And so this is how life manifests from the unseen to the seen. And so, as I said, as above, so below, as within, so without. Now, I just explained to you how air manifests from unseen to seen in this outer world, going from airs, which is just gases, to rock, passing all other stages of physicalness. So it is the same within. Now, your thoughts are no different than the airs on this outer world. And so when you think thoughts, they manifest into substance no different. Positive thought, you get your fresh waters. And so you can say you have your thick waters, meaning air manifests into waters. Airs being no different than thought. And so you have your thick waters. This being your semen and your mucus, your positive and your negative. Meaning you got thick waters on both ends of the spectrum, positive and negative. Then you can say you have your more thin waters. This being your fresh waters and your salt waters. So you have your positive and negatives on the thin side, as well as your positive and negatives on the thick side. So you have to understand your body is a world no different than the world you're in. And so when you're dealing with the alchemy of the body, or on the outer world, they all correlate. You have to understand the spine. This would be your scepter. You can say the wand. And so you have your central brain. This is where the golds are manifesting out. You have your cervical spine right beneath that. This is your neck. But we're speaking your spine. C1 through C7 vertebrae, this is your coppers. Beneath the cervical spine, you have your thoracic spine. This is your T1 through T12 vertebrae. This is your different states of tens. Beneath the thoracic, you have your lumbar. L1 through L5 vertebrae. This is your legs. Beneath the lumbar, you have the sacrum. Five fused vertebrae, you can say. This is your silvers. Beneath the sacrum is the coccyx. This is your quicksilvers, your mercury. And so, every part of the spine that I just named is associated with a level of thought, meaning your spine and your brain. This is all your brain, all of it, from central brain down to coccyx. And so, you have those different parts of the spine. They are different levels of conscious. You have the brain cells or the nervous system cells, one and the same, all within their area of the spine. And so we all pull from different levels of the spine, meaning we all pull from different levels of the conscious. Our brain and spine being the whole of that conscious, so to say, the many different levels of it that we can pull from and access. And so, it gets deeper, but try to grasp what I am saying thus far. And now I want to get into the manifesting thoughts part of this video. When I say manifesting thought, I am speaking of